Good morning, everyone. So it's day 3. I had a fantastic night's sleep despite the weather, which, as you will see, there's my tent. Rather wet. My friends, the ducks. Very happy to see the ducks, to be honest with you. You gorgeous creatures. Look at them, they're so happy. I love ducks. It is not a particularly nice day. And last night it absolutely hammered it down. It was so windy, but I had earplugs and I didn't hear a thing. I could hear the rain just a little bit, but it was only until this morning I could hear the tent rustling, feel it rustling as well. It was only when I took them out this morning that I realised how loud it was, how very loud it was. Trees are dripping on me. And but I've slept incredibly well. I've had about 9 hours sleep. I'm going to reduce the miles I do in the next couple of days, because it's not an endurance challenge. I have absolutely no desire to push through this walk. It's not one of those. And that's one of the things that when you do these sorts of things, you can't be too rigid, unless you're doing it to push and you're on a mission. But I'm going to adapt and going to find somewhere to eat, because I couldn't get anywhere to eat last night. So I've been a day since lunchtime without proper food. I had a couple of buckets of crisps at the bar, and I had a couple of the protein cakes that I made last night, but it's certainly not enough. I've done 6,000 calories in the last couple of days. It's not enough. So I'm going to go down to Fowey, have breakfast and assess, and see what I'm going to do. I might potentially take a bus somewhere, cut off some of the miles, because over the next 2 days I'm supposed to be doing 47 miles, which it's not going to happen. I accept defeat. It's just not going to happen. Not with this weather. It would be too slippy, and I just don't fancy it. I don't want to do it. So I'm going to go brush my teeth, put the tent down, and go from there. And what I have to is incredible. It's completely dry inside, completely dry, and it's spacious. Enough room to have my kit there, my lining mat there, which I bought from Amazon. Even that was only like £40, but this tent was £100. And a friend recommended it to me, and it's incredible. I've never known a tent as good as this. Okay, so today turned out to be a rest day. I caught the sun, and I didn't have any food yesterday evening, and woke up feeling fine. And then as I walked up through down the road to Ruin, to the ferry to get over to Fowey, I felt a little bit like, ooh, there's not much left in the tank. And then I had to walk from Fowey, because I was going to just get some breakfast there and reassess how many miles I do. But I was like, as I was walking up the hill, look at that. As I was walking up the hill, I just couldn't, I had nothing, and I was sweating, and I was like, oh no, I've got classic signs of dementia, madness, weirdness, stupidity, and absolute downright quirky fool of a duck. I mean, heat, exhaustion, I think probably because I was just burning, I could feel it, and the weird inside of my lips, you put it like that, you can feel like just how hot. And I thought, wow, my body temperature must be quite high. I was peeing clear, so I wasn't dehydrated, which is good because I've been constantly taking the fluids in. But I think I've lost out on food. I've lost a lot of salts. I've lost a lot of vitamins and what have you, which I've not replaced. So I've been very careful to have some sugar. But one of my friends' parents has recommended that I get some rehydration tablets, which I was supposed to bring with me. You've seen on my other videos, but I forgot. So I'm at Wetherspoons. I got the train from Par, so bus from Fowey to Par, and then train from Par to Truro, and then Truro to Falmouth. That takes off about 40 miles of my trip, which I don't mind. 2 of the hottest days of the year. I'm doing this to enjoy myself, and I actually feel like I just don't care. I'm so happy because I'm just having an adventure anyway, like getting on the train, just chilling, finding somewhere to go, making the... I love it when things go wrong. I don't know why, but I just I like planning and well, on the cuff, I like it like that. So, you know, I Googled the bus stop, Googled the train. Next thing, I'm in Falmouth and I'm in the Wetherspoons. I suddenly feel this calm, this just rush of just relax. It's just what I needed. So I'm so happy about that. I'm still feeling a bit funny in the old head, and that's probably because I am funny in the head. But you know, little princesses like me, you know, I join the unicorns and the fairies, and the princesses and the mermaids. That's part of my DNA, so it's all good. So I've ordered a steak, chips, onion rings, peppercorn sauce. I've got a Monster Energy, which I would never normally have, but I need it. I've had a shot of glucose caffeine from Boots, and that was amazing. I could feel it dissolving into my body, like energy. And yeah, so I will walk today. I'm just going to recover. I've got my feet up over there. I look like a right bum, but I had the nicest chats with people earlier. At the bus stop, I met a couple from Bristol who were down doing a bit of the coast path, just a tiny bit, and stayed in a really nice hotel because they wanted to treat themselves. So I had a chat with them. We got the bus. We missed. I say we missed a bus. There was a bus that didn't turn up, and so we were just chatting. There was another couple there from Cornwall, but they live in Southampton. They were really cool, just laughing and chatting with them. They were lovely. And then on the bus at one of the campsites on the way to Par railway station, this Polish couple boarded and they had their bags. So we were just, I love it so much. There was this look. You see someone who's hiking and you're just like, you're hiking. How you doing, mate? Is it okay? Want to chat? Chatted to them the entire journey. They've been in England for about 18 years. Live and work in London. Wanted to get down. They camped on Dartmoor. Wild camped. It's so awesome. And then they've done some of the coast path. Camped in the campsite, and they're off back to London today. They were very sad, which is it's a real shame, but they were lovely. We were talking about gear. Then when we got to Par railway station, as we were talking about tents, because they were like, where's your tent? Because I have my tent in two parts. I always keep, thankfully, I always keep them separate, because if it rains and then one gets wet. So the inner is inside my bag, the outer is outside my bag in a little polystyrene bag wrapped around inside. And they're like, where is it? And I was like, well, it only weighs 1.5 kilograms. So there was that. Then got a 4 kilogram like armoured tent. I was like, they said, yeah, we can go up the Alps. It's made from mountains. It's like, you do know you're in England, don't you? And then there was some homeless guy turned up. Some homeless guy in with his backpack started talking about all his stuff. He was so sweet, 63, and he just looked so weathered. He just looked like his life was on his face, but he was awesome. He was such a sweet guy. So chatted to him for ages. Sort of people that you just don't. If you're in Exeter or the city centre somewhere, you just walk by them and just probably, I don't know, pass them off as some loser. But he was so cool, full of character, telling me all the best places to camp around here. He's off to see his mum. I was like, his mum? She must be like 83 or something like that. So it's been an absolutely fantastic day so far. So I'm going to eat my food and I will update as to where I get to when I get to.
Hey everyone, so I have got myself to Tregenna Farm Touring Park, which is just a couple of miles out of Falmouth. It was tomorrow's stop, but I've brought it forward. They've let me stay tonight instead of tomorrow, because I've obviously cut off a day's trek, and it's absolutely fantastic. It looks really, really cool. I'm glad I didn't walk today, because just the 3-mile hike, even though it's now 7:15, the last 45 minutes of me sweating just walking. So I've obviously got a body thermally regulated, something to do with my body temperature not working correctly when I'm doing lots of exercise in like 25 or whatever it is degree heat. So but look, here is the holiday park, or the camping park. It is so nice. It's going to be perfect. They've got toilets, they've got showers. I love the simple things, and it's so quiet. There's a cool breeze. You can hear the wind. You can hear the wind through those woods over there, and it just sounds so lovely. So I'm going to check out now, just because it's been a bit of a day, but I feel so good for having rested, and I just feel so happy and so like, yes.